What's up, guys? Welcome back to Deck Tech for Decks. I'm your host Caleb. If you want to support me, you can now follow me on Patreon. Not only is it the best way to support the channel, additionally you'll get more say in what decks I cover. Special shout out to my high contributing patrons. Newsome, you rock. Now let's get into today's Deck Tech with Hakbal. And sometimes, guys, Wizards just goes too far and creates a commander that's so pushed it's busted. Taking this guy Merfolk Tribal would kind of be a disservice, so we're just going to do Hakbal Tribal instead, because honestly on his own he's completely busted. There's a plethora of cards they've recently printed that just say, hey, don't worry about that legend rule, go ahead and create a token copy of that creature anyway, so we're definitely going to do that. And then we're going to turn all of our creatures into Merfolks. So now we can slam that Avenger of Zendikar, go super wide, turn them all into Merfolk, and then we easily get to explore a ton of cards. Not only does this churn us through our library at an insane rate, it gets us all the lands we could ever want, and additionally just makes it to where this deck's super consistent and gets us to all of the key pieces we need. If that's not something we need, throw it in the graveyard. If it's a land, throw it in your hand. Then when you just play cards that let you throw all your lands onto the battlefield, it's extremely busted. Simic doing Simic broken stuff. So if that sounds like a deck tech you want to get into, let's get into it. Don't forget to stay till the end of the video if you want to see this deck in action. Let's kick it off by getting more copies of Hakbal. Spark Double, Sakashima, and the other Sakashima are going to be perfect cards to just get another copy of Hakbal. Quantum Misalignment and Vile Duplication can do the same thing. The broken thing about Quantum Misalignment is it does have Rebound, so we're going to get 2 copies of our commander instead of just 1. Helm of the Host, this will trigger every turn. This definitely gets out of hand very quickly. Echoing Equation and Nanogen Conversion can just flat turn our entire board into Hakbal. Notably, Hakbal triggers only on your upkeep, so with Nanogen Conversion, if we turn everybody's board into Hakbal, they're not going to get the Explore triggers. Moving on, we are still running a couple Merfolk in the deck just because they synergize with Hakbal amazingly. Nikanzil turns our Explore triggers into straight up ramp. This goes insane with our landfall synergies. Topography Tracker is insane in this deck because when you start adding up Hakbals and doubling the Explore triggers, it gets insane. With 2 Hakbals, we're going to get 4 Explore triggers. With 8 Hakbals, we're going to go ahead and get 16 Explore triggers. I think you can see why this card is insane in this deck. Vodalian Hexcatcher is definitely going to catch our opponents off guard. Out of nowhere, we start sacking Merfolks and they can't cast spells. They're not going to see that coming. Seafloor Oracle is just for some solid card advantage. Deeproot Pilgrimage makes it to where we can generate a board state of Merfolk if our only Merfolk is Hakbal, so that's pretty useful. Herald of the Secret Streams is also pretty good because all of our creatures are going to have counters, and now they're just all unblockable. Thada Adele steals everybody's soul ring, everybody's one ring. She's just a ring catcher, and I love it. Tatiova Benthic Druid, some solid card advantage, especially when we can just throw those lands we explore right into play with our other Merfolk. This girl's in here just for some more protection. Protecting our whole board of Merfolk is very useful. Deeproot Historian seems like a weird include until you realize we are running Arcane Adaption and Maskwood Nexus. So she just turns into all of our creatures have retrace that are in the graveyard. So it's pretty insane. And then again, we are running Arcane Adaption and Maskwood Nexus. It seems like you never get into these, but I've gotten into these every time just because the amount of explore triggers this deck has, it can really make it to where you're going to get into your key pieces. Moving on to the core of the deck, we have Hardened Scales and the Ozolith. Now, in this deck, these are just double counters because we're never putting more than 1 counter on a creature. So these 2 cards that are really cheap just say, hey, everything gets double counter. So it's really abusable in this deck. Evolution Sage can get us a very big board state very quickly. Kodama of the West Tree not only gives trample, which is useful, but additionally, it's just more ramp. This goes insane with our landfall synergies. Wonder and Brawn, now we get some extra keywords by shoving these into the graveyard, which is pretty easy to do. Eternal Witness, Genesis, Creeping Renaissance are going to be amazing recursion pieces. Kamal Heart of Krosa is absolutely insane in this deck. We can just turn our whole board state into Kamal's and win that way too, which is going to be pretty broken. Just make sure if you are using the convergence that everybody else is tapped out because they will also get a board of Kamal's. Ripple of Potential is going to be some solid protection. protection. Asceticism, again, protecting our board is going to be important because if our commander gets removed, that's kind of our whole game plan. Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, just more protection. Sword of Feast and Famine, this is insane in decks that just throw a lot of lands onto the battlefield and can kind of feel like a pseudo extra turn. Scute Swarm and Avenger of Zendikar are in the deck to go super wide, that way we get a ton of explore triggers once we turn all of our creatures into Merfolk. Koma Cosmo Serpent also does this pretty well while also just being an amazing card. AC Tyrant of Gyre, another amazing Simic card, lets us play additional lands, lets us draw a ton of cards, kind of does everything we want to do. Then we are running Invasion of Ikoria, mostly because it's an amazing tutor, but also I really like that it can kind of give our creatures pseudo unblockable since they are going to be massive. Moving on to card advantage, we have Toski and Orin Frostfang. In decks that go wide, I like to shove these in there because now whenever we attack, we're just going to be drawing cards if we're dealing damage. This is the perfect deck for Cultivator Colossus. We're going to end up with a ton of lands in our hand. So now we have the ability to cast this massive creature, get rid of all of our lands by throwing them onto the battlefield, and then drawing a ton of cards. This is going to be insane. Echo of Eons is really good because it is a shuffle effect, which we might need, and additionally, it's just solid card advantage. The Great Henge also makes this list because it is primarily a creature deck, and additionally we like the counters and extra ramp. Moving on to ramp, we have Rampant Growth, Nature's Lure, and Farseek. You might be asking yourself why we even need these, but it's just solid, that way we can get to our commander faster. Burgeoning and Exploration are also going to do this amazingly. Both of these cards can easily net us a turn 2 Hakbal, which is kind of insane. Azuzel's Lost But Seeking, just a solid way to get all of those lands out of our hand, and then we have Sol Ring. Moving on to our interaction, we have Swan Song and an Offer You Can't Refuse. We're also playing Glen Elendra Archmage because, again, if we can turn her into a Merfolk, we now have a very consistent way to get rid of her negative counter. That way we can have a lot of protection. Nature's Claim and Beast Within are just solid removal spells. Kamal's Will not only has the ability to animate all of our lands, but additionally we fight a creature with all of our creatures, and that's just going to kill them. Bane of Progress is solid for those artifact and enchantment strategies. We are running Slin Vada because it is a one-sided board wipe. This does have Merfolk printed on it for some reason, so you can just slam this and boom, wipe the board. Raise the Palisade, again another one-sided board wipe that just bounces everybody's creatures that aren't Merfolk. Without further ado, let's get into this playtest. We've got one land, Exploration. No, I'm kidding. Deal another hand, please. Another one-lander. Okay, we're going down to 6. We can keep this. And then we'll just bottom this. Boom, 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 boom. Move to bottom of library. Okay, and then we will draw a card, go here, next turn. Rampant Growth, give me that forest. Next turn, we'll go here. And then we are just going to run out Hakbal. And then we will do the explore thing. We got a land. Next turn, Coma, interesting. Okay, so I think the plan here is just going to be ramp as fast as possible. Okay, so go to our turn, explore, another land, attack with Hakbal, put a land into play. Next turn, go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got there. Drop Coma. All right. And then we get the explore trigger. Yes, we will keep that on top. We'll add the counter, attack, draw a card. Next turn. Boom. Sol Ring, I will take it. I'm just realizing right now we don't have any lands to abuse the AC. Okay, we did get some tokens, guys. So let's go ahead and make that happen. So we're just going to set a counter here because what happens is we're going to have one enter on our turn with Summoning Sickness, but 3 of them will not have Summoning Sickness, sorry. So we've got 3 of them here. And then we really need something that gives them, turns them into Merfolk. So we could tutor a creature here that does that, but I don't think we want to do that. Do we have 8 mana? We do. We'll just drop a Kamal. How about that? Okay, we will explore. Boom. Land in the hand. Awesome. And then we're going to attack. Everything's going to get +3. So these are going to be 6s. This is going to be a 9. Yeah, okay. So this is a lot of damage, as they would say, right? A lot. Okay, so we're going to attack. Attack. How much damage is that altogether? So that's 9 times 3, which is going to be 27, plus another 9, which is going to be 30, 34. Yeah, that's right. And then this is going to be 7. So someone dies here. That's 40 damage to whoever we want. And then we'll go to our next turn. And then now this goes to 4, 5, 6, 7. And we still have this guy here because he's got the sickness. Okay. Here's where clones become very flexible. We're going to slam Sakashima. And instead of making it Hakbal, it's just going to be another Kamal. So now we have 2 Kamals. That's pretty solid. And then actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is that right? 1, 2. I forgot how much I tapped. I think Soul Ring 6. Let me know if I didn't have 6 mana or if I did. I thought I had 6 mana open, but we could just go here and grab a Spark Double. I think it's overkill at this point anyway. And Spark Double will enter the battlefield as another copy of Kamal. So all of our creatures are going to get +9 this turn. That's going to be enough to kill everybody. Again, let me know if I had 6 mana open there. I thought it... actually, it's an illusion. Okay, it's good. It's not a human. We're able to do that. Not cheating. And again, everything's going to get +9 here. We've got 7 serpents. So those are all going to be 12/12s. That's going to be enough to kill everybody. Let's go ahead and go to our next playtest. And that was a mull to 6 too. So that's pretty solid. Yeah, we're going to keep this. This will enter tapped. You could probably take the tap lands out of here to up the power if you want. It's just a 2-color deck. I didn't really mess with the mana base a lot. I probably will by the time I post this. So by the time you see this, the tap lands will probably be out of the deck. Going to turn 3. Ooh, we've got the Soul Ring Snatcher. Boom. Next turn. Ooh, this is going to be fun. If we can pull it off, this will be fun. Do we Hakbal here or still Soul Ring? You can only do 1. Let's Hakbal. That's 2 Explore triggers. That's pretty good. Explore. Koma's on top. It's forced. So there and there. And then we will go to our next turn. We are running low on lands here, but you know what can help us get lands? A second Hakbal. Imagine that. So now we will go to our combat. Thought it's going to explore twice. We got a land. Cool. Oof. Do I want this on top? It's kind of insane if we leave it on top, but I kind of want more lands. Well, we already got our land per turn, so we'll leave it on top. So we'll get a counter here, 2 counters here, and then I think this does enter with 4 power. So we're just going to get 2 counters there. And then we'll attack, draw a card, and then we'll play this land and pass the turn. Cool. We can turn all our creatures into Hakbal, but we haven't gone wide enough. We really need to play Koma here, or eventually, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I could have stole the Soul Ring, played it with this. So we did get another Soul Ring off the Thada. So we are going to, yeah, because Thada attacked. We played the land. We would have had 1 open. So last turn, we stole the Soul Ring. I remembered. So let's go ahead and do that. We're just going to copy the land, turn it over, and this is our Soul Ring. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a Koma. Drop the Koma. And then let's start doing the explore thing. 1, 2 here. Yeah, we're going to do here, and then come on here. Another land. Yeah, bottom that. And then this one. Land. Yeah, leave Kamal on top. This is looking a lot like last game. We'll attack and just shove a land into play. And then we will go to our next turn, and we will have how many? Oh, sorry, not a token of this. Graveyard. Oh, add token, give me the Koma coils, and then same thing. We get 3 that do not have summoning sickness, and then we get 1 with summoning sickness. Okay, now we could slam Kamal here. But I think what could be fun is turning the entire board into Hakbals and seeing what we get. But then we don't have trample. So tempting. I think the right play is slamming Kamal. It really is. Because I think we have enough to kill. And if not, we have enough to kill at least one player. But that's not why we're here. We're here to do crazy things that the deck can do. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to drop a land. I don't know if I already played a land, but that's what we're going to do. And then we are going to 4 mana Nanogen Conversion, turning all of our creatures into Hakbal. So that's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Explore triggers. Kind of busted. And then while we're doing that, let's also... Oh, okay, yeah. So here's the fun part. We're also going to play Tatiova. Probably should have played that first. We'll play Tatiova first. We'll reverse it. It's okay to do that when you're playtesting. Teaches you how to play the deck. Okay, so now we get... Actually, no. We don't want that. Choose target creature you control. Each other creature becomes a copy of that creature until... No. We want it like this. Because now, when we attack, we're going to shove all of our lands into play and draw a ton of cards. So let's go ahead and get 8 Explore triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus. Okay. Graveyard. Here. I think that's 4. Here. 5, 6. Ooh, that's so good. I can't play it this turn, though. How many lands do we want? I need at least... Okay. All right, now we'll do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. And then we'll go to Hakbal, and we will do that one. Avenger. We're just going to leave... We don't have haste. It doesn't matter. 3. Okay, we're going to leave Bane of Progress on top. And the reason why is we have enough lands now. We're going to throw them all into play. So now we're just going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or sorry. And then we attack with the board. You can't attack. And then we're going to shove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lands into play because they're all Hakballs. So we get the attack trigger. And then we'll go to our next turn. And this is where stuff, I mean, if stuff wasn't already crazy, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to Soul Ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play our Kamal. And then, oh, sorry, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 7 and that's 1 now. Okay, cool. But they don't have all the counters. But it's not going to matter because we're going to cast this, turn it over, and we're going to turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of our entire board into Kamal now. So now our entire board's Kamal, right? Here's the thing, though. That turns... Oh, no. This is just one-sided. Choose target creature you control. Other creatures you control become copy. Okay, yeah. This is just us, which is pretty good. And, yeah, they aren't legendary. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus another 6. So that's going to be 14. So 14 times 3. So 30 and then 4. 9. So what is that? Or 39? Everything gets plus 39. And then we attack and definitely win. Seems pretty good, right? Simic does Simic stuff. This deck is insane. Let me know if I'm misplaying in any way or if this is just crazy. The only thing I need to make sure, which I'm pretty sure, Explore is non-creature too, right? Where's something with the Explore? The Explore mechanic. Merfolk. Come on. They all just say Explore. I'm going to assume Explore is non-creature. If it isn't non-creature, we messed up. But I'm pretty sure it is too. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons. Newsome, Chicken Salad, Excessum, you guys are amazing. Really keep the channel going. I appreciate you guys and all of my other patrons. Again, we vote weekly on a weekly deck list. So if you want more say on what decks I cover, becoming a patron is an awesome way to do that. With that being said, I hope this helped you in your deck building endeavors, and I will see you guys in the next one.